Chicago has taken another step toward defining the future of Soldier Field, with a new vision outlining how the historic lakefront site could evolve into a modern, multi-use venue. The proposal does not lock in a final design or funding model, but it does establish a clear direction. The current stadium, in its existing form, is no longer viewed as sufficient for long-term NFL or large-scale event demands. At the center of the discussion is the future of the Chicago Bears. The franchise has spent the past few years evaluating options, including a potential move to Arlington Heights. However, Chicago leadership is now presenting a competing plan that keeps the team within city limits, anchored to a reimagined Soldier Field campus. The vision focuses on a full redevelopment of the site rather than incremental renovation. Soldier Field has already undergone a major overhaul in the early 2000s, but that redesign created long-term limitations. Its capacity dropped below many NFL standards. Its structure restricts further expansion, and its event capabilities fall behind newer stadiums built with flexible infrastructure from the outset. The new proposal addresses those constraints directly. Instead of modifying the existing stadium, the plan suggests constructing a new, enclosed venue on or adjacent to the current footprint. This would allow Chicago to meet modern NFL requirements, including increased seating capacity, improved premium offerings, and year-round usability through a roofed design. A dome or fixed roof structure is central to the concept. Chicago's climate has always been a limiting factor for hosting major events, particularly in winter months. An enclosed stadium would immediately expand the city's ability to compete for high-value events such as the Super Bowl, the NCAA Final Four, and large-scale concerts or conventions. These are revenue streams that Soldier Field, in its current open-air form, struggles to consistently attract. Beyond the stadium itself, the vision expands to the surrounding museum campus. The plan emphasizes connectivity, public space, and year-round activation. That includes reworking transportation access, improving pedestrian flow, and integrating green space that can support events even when the stadium is not in use. The goal is to shift the area from a single-purpose venue into a continuous destination. This broader development approach reflects how modern stadium projects are being positioned. New builds are no longer isolated structures. They are anchors for mixed-use environments that generate economic activity beyond game days. While Chicago's proposal does not yet fully outline retail or residential components, the emphasis on campus-wide redesign signals a move in that direction. Large-scale stadium developments now routinely reach multi-billion-dollar costs, and any plan for Soldier Field will require a combination of public and private investment. Political resistance is already a factor. Public funding for stadiums continues to face scrutiny, particularly when weighed against other city priorities. The Bears' position will ultimately shape the outcome. The team holds leverage through its Arlington Heights option, where it controls land and has fewer structural constraints. However, staying in Chicago offers advantages that extend beyond the stadium itself. Soldier Field's location, on the lakefront, near downtown, and integrated into the city's identity, carries long-term brand and accessibility value that suburban relocation cannot fully replicate. From a league perspective, the situation highlights a growing divide between legacy stadiums and modern builds. Many of the NFL's newest venues are designed from the ground up with revenue optimization in mind. Expanded suites, adaptable seating, integrated technology, and the ability to host events year-round. Soldier Field, even after renovation, does not fully align with that model. That gap is what this new vision is attempting to close. There is also a timing element. The NFL continues to prioritize cities that can deliver high-capacity, all-weather venues for its largest events. Without a major upgrade, Chicago risks falling further behind in that rotation. A new enclosed stadium would reposition the city immediately, restoring its ability to host top-tier events at a consistent level. At this stage, the proposal is exactly that, a vision. It sets parameters, but does not finalize design, cost, or timeline. Those details will emerge through negotiations between the city, the Bears, and potential funding partners. What is clear, however, is that maintaining the status quo is no longer considered viable. Chicago now faces a binary decision. Either commit to a full redevelopment of Soldier Field that meets modern standards, or accept the possibility of losing its NFL team to a new suburban venue. The next phase will determine which direction that decision takes.